So let's dive right inside the ocean of the problems with Generative Fill that you might have. Golden rule that fixes situation in 90% of the time is a selecting area on the photo. To make a selection, you can choose any kind of tool in Photoshop toolbars that provide you with this feature. So I chose the rectangular marquee tool and just selected the area on the photo, and most of the time Generative Fill Bar will be activated to make any kind of photo manipulations. But as you can see on my example, I don't have a Generative Fill Bar. So let's dive into the problems that may appear exactly starting from this point. And the first one, you don't see the Generative Fill Bar after creating the selection on your photo. For this, you just need to activate this bar. To activate, just click on the Window tab and choose Contextual Taskbar, and Generative Fill will appear on your screen. Now let's imagine that you select some specific area on your photo, but even with activated Contextual Taskbar, you cannot see Generative Fill Bar. For this, it will be nice to know other places where you can find this feature. For example, when you selected the area on your photo, just click with right mouse button and choose Generative Fill, which is located right over here, and it will create a Generative Fill window, or go inside the edit and find here a Generative Fill option. The next option why Generative Fill button can be gray is a restrictions due to the age that you mentioned when created, for example, Behance profile or Adobe account. So all what you need to do is just change the date of your birth in the account to activate this feature. But after my research, I didn't find any such field that will answer to the changing the birth date in both of those accounts. So what I would recommend, if you understand that perhaps you did mention not correct age in your account, or you just didn't pay attention on this moment when you created the account, just contact with the Adobe Support that will help you to make this kind of change. You can contact with Adobe Support by using two different methods. The first one will be a Creative Cloud application that you downloaded on your desktop when you created an Adobe account. So when you open a Creative Cloud application on your desktop, just go inside this little question icon and click on it and choose Contact Us. This will open Adobe Virtual Assistant chat and will help you to contact with any of the assistants and solve your problem. If, for example, you don't have Creative Cloud on your desktop, open the official website of Adobe, and here from the top menu bar you will find Help and Support and click Contact. So let's imagine that you selected the area on the photo and created a prompt to generate something new on your picture and click Generate button. But after this, nothing happens and nothing changes on your photo. The problem may be that your Photoshop is not up to date and you need to update your application. So for this, just open your Creative Cloud application, go inside the Apps tab and find here Photoshop, where usually you get a notification that your Photoshop is not up to date. So you just click on the button Manage Updates, go inside the updating page, and here near the Photoshop you need to click Update, so your version was up to date and all features inside the Photoshop could work properly. Also, if your Photoshop will be open, you'll get such kind of notifications that says that you have to close software to make any kind of updates. So you just have to close, and after this you can click Update Now and updating will start. After updating, you will see such notifications that all bugs are fixed and performance is approved. So just click on the Open button or just relaunch your Photoshop once again and everything have to work properly. Now let's imagine that you again select the area, click on Generative Fill, but the process is going too long and this line is never filled and you wait already for an hour but nothing happens. All this can be caused by the bad internet connections that you have. So you have to have a strong and stable internet connection so this feature could be performed well. And if you see that the process is going really slow, just fix your internet connection or wait when your internet connection will be much better. Another problem that may appear when you would like to use Generative Fill is accidentally crashing or just closing the Photoshop during the performance or right after Generative Fill have to provide you some results. It can be a reason of your computer characteristics. If, for example, your desktop doesn't answer to the minimum requirement of Photoshop, or if you have a lot of tabs open or a lot of other applications working at the same time, just close all this application and free up the memory and processing power so Photoshop could handle this task. Another reason why Generative Fill may not work well for you is because your layer is locked. So if you see a lock icon near your layer and you have some troubles with Generative Fill, just click on this icon to unlock the layer. Another reason may be if you have a new layer that is clipped with mask to the previous layer and you work exactly on this layer. Some users write that exactly having a clipping mask between two layers may be a problem why Generative Fill doesn't work properly. So all you need to do, create a new layer and continue to work on the new layer. Sometimes the reason why Generative Fill doesn't work is because your layer is a smart object which looks like this. For some reason, during your photo manipulation processes, you created from a few layers just one smart object. So for this, you just need to rasterize this layer or create a duplicate of this layer and rasterize it. For this, just select the layer, click with right mouse button on this and click rasterize layer. Next problem that you can meet is not seeing the options that Generative Fill provides you with after generating some new content on your photo. So for example, you selected the area and decided to generate here a bird. And from the side you see the properties section that appeared after I clicked generate button, and Generative Fill provides us with a few different options that we requested. If for example you cannot see this properties tab or you close it accidentally and you cannot find it, you just need to go inside the window and choose properties. And this tab will appear again on your screen. Let's imagine that everything I highlighted in this video didn't work for you, and at this point you still have some problems with Generative Fill and don't know how to fix it. So for this, I really recommend you contact Adobe Support Agent and fix this problem together. In the chat you can ask all possible questions that worry you about any Photoshop feature, or they also can connect with your computer and do some actions from their side to fix these problems instead of you. And if you're interested to dive deeper into Photoshop Generative Fill, don't miss the video that you see on the screen. I really recommend it.